Hey, this is Ronnie.
And this is Reese.
And this is Soft30. So today, of course, it's us on the couch, and we have DJ Q Waves and D on the back.
Yo.
Hey, y'all. And DJ, he on the mic today.
We're gonna try to get some words out of him so you guys can actually hear his voice and know him when you see him.
Yes. How was your week, Reese? Well, since Monday. Tuesday. Start Tuesday.
I guess I've been fine. I got school and stuff. My scholarship is going through the same things it was last semester, and I just don't have time for the shits. By Tuesday, if they don't have my scholarship stuff put together, I'm going to withdraw from all classes and then try again next semester because I'm not taking out a loan. That's dead. I'm not doing that. But even the ladies, they still have an attitude, just like last semester. When I walk through, they rolling their fucking eyes and stuff. What the fuck is wrong with you? You must don't know that I'm a 30-year-old woman that's about to beat your ass. I'm not a fucking child. Yeah, they black. They're foreign.
Oh.
But I'm not one of the 18-year-old kids that just started.
You look 18 though.
And this looking 18-year-old is going to whip your ass. Stop playing with me. It's so irritating. It's very, very irritating. But hopefully everything can get squared away so I won't have to drop out because I was actually a little excited about this semester. I've still been doing my homework and stuff like that just in case. But, if I have to drop them, I have to drop them. I'm not going to be sad. It is what it is. I'm to the point where anything I can't control, I'm not going to trip over. I call some people. They're doing what they're supposed to do, hopefully. But the weekend, the Monday is a holiday, so that throws it off. But whatever. Anyway, what else happened this week? I feel like a whole lot of nothing. I do. I feel like a whole lot of nothing. So I don't really have a long check-in, actually. Whoop, whoop. For once, no long check-in for me.
Okay, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Snaps, if I knew how to snap. Well, my week was okay. So I told my niece that she can have a sleepover because she's been doing good in school. And when I tell you, I said it was going to start at 7:30 p.m. Kids started coming at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then Reese leave them with me. So they going crazy all damn day. But last night, conversation got kind of deep with these little 12-year-olds. I'm like, oh, what in the world is going on? So one of the little girls asked, what's penetration?
And she asked you?
Yes. Well, they were asking.
It was like the group of us.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, I heard this word.
And what does it mean?
What does it mean? And another little girl told her that mean rape. And I was like, I said, I can tell my child what that means because she was there, obviously. But I told the rest of them, I said, it doesn't mean that. But I said, I cannot personally talk to you about it. I said, and if you want to call your mama and ask your mama, can I talk to you about anything? I will answer anything you have to say. But I said, you guys have to stop getting answers from each other. Because kids don't know what things mean. They know about TV or another child. Listen, we got to talk to our kids, y'all.
And another little girl said, it means like taking advantage of. So I'm like, they don't know. And they just hear, they listen to what they hear, but they really should talk to their parent. And another girl was like, well, I can't ask my parents that. You should want to ask, or the parents should want their child to come to them, regardless of their age or whatever. Because they are young to be asking about that. But at the same time, like, I'd rather for my child to come to me and ask me what's penetration than to go and ask another kid or somebody else.
Where, an adult can give any old answer that they want to give,
Right.
So that was a little crazy. Even when they said something about, like, making out. 3 kids had 3 different answers of what making out was. One of them said making out is getting to know each other. One of them said making out is kissing. And the other one said making out is other things. Where are y'all learning this stuff from?
Right.
I need answers. And I looked Naya dead in her eyes and I said, this is exactly why I want you to come to me. I say, after you come to me, you can tell your friends whatever the answer is because, that's different from you getting answers from other kids. You giving, the kids the answers because they probably don't know.
Okay, so before I finish my check-in, so Q and D, if your child came to you and asked you what was penetration at 12, what are you going to tell them?
And what if your daughter?
Oh, my kid? Yeah.
You're like, are you going to beat around the bush? Or you going to tell them exactly what it is?
The truth.
Yeah. And that's what this is wrong. You're cuckoo, and no, your vagina, or some your penis.
Yeah, or some parents like, get out of my face, don't ask me that. You know, they just be mean with it. You can't do that. You can't do that to your kid. But anywho, so that was cool. Well, it was too much for me. I would never, ever, 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 ever have kids, okay? Because this shit was way too much. I don't see how people do it. But so the other day, right? So, you know, I'm trying to be celibate or whatever. Anyway, so the other day, I was feeling myself or whatever. So I texted this guy and I was like, you should come over. So he's like, I'm at work. And so I'm like, okay. So he's like, I texted him basically like I was trying to fuck, right? So he was like, are you serious? I'm like, yes. But he was like, he at work. So then he was like, well, come to my job. I'm not about to come to your job. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess this is just not going to work out. So anyway, that shit didn't work out. So now he keep hitting me up like, we're going to hang out. I'm like, no, dude, that was the other day.
Nope,
like, that shit done.
Me when I was vulnerable. I'm in a clear mind now.
But, so that was funny. But, yeah, now I got a problem on my hands because he won't leave me alone.
Block. It's not easy to block on your phone.
No, I figured it out now.
Oh,
I figured it out.
It's easy on iPhone.
But now I gotta block him like on all social media too, because when I don't answer the text, then he'd like write me on Instagram and Facebook. But I'm not interested. I'm sorry. That was it the other day. But other than that, that's it. I finally got my logo fixed the way I want it. So that's exciting.
It is. Congratulations.
Yeah. So y'all have anything exciting? No.
Nope.
Y'all so dry. A working maid.
So anyway, before we get into like our topic for today, I kind of wanted to touch on about kids again, because I was listening to the radio the other day, and PG County schools are going to start passing out condoms. Not passing out condoms like, here you go, take condoms. But if you need condoms, you can go to the school and ask. And they're letting this happen because Maryland has a high STD rate. Wow. Syphilis has gone up, gonorrhea, and something else. It was 3 main things that went up like a good 25%. And the age limit is from 14 to 24.
Wow.
So it's like all young people. And like I said, I think it's because we don't have anybody to talk to when we're in school in a group doing sex ed. It's like, oh my gosh, why are we talking about this?
I never take sex ed in class.
I took it in junior high school, and I didn't pay attention. I paid attention when somebody was like, look at page 27. It's a picture of a skeleton penis. And we would go and laugh, but you know, it was kind of awkward. More of the story, y'all. We need to talk to these kids. We need to talk to these young kids. Or otherwise, everybody's going to grow up in a generation of STDs.
But isn't it good that they're giving out condoms?
It is good. That was my moral. The moral was to get to the question. So some parents are like, who the hell y'all think y'all are giving these kids condoms? You're promoting sex? No, you're not promoting sex. However, if they're going to do it, let them do it safely to prevent STDs and pregnancies.
I think everyone that's always saying how you're promoting sex, they're the parents that's in denial, and they're the parents that need to be talking to their children. And they need to protect us. I remember when we was in school, we had we can go to the wellness center to get condoms and stuff, but we never was taught to put them. I was never taught how to put one on or anything like that. So it's like,
and it's not just the guys that need to learn how to put condoms on. Girls need to know how to put condoms on. I still don't know how to put them on. Sometimes guys especially little boys, they don't know how to put condoms on correctly. So sometimes the girl needs to show them hey, you know, because you're protecting yourself.
I kind of know how to put it on. I know you gotta leave a little space at the top and then roll it down.
Top or something,
but it gotta be the right way that you roll it down. And it can't be inside out.
Anyway, so I think it's absolutely no issues. If Naya Junior High School started doing that, I would be one of the supportive parents. Because the kids are going to go behind our back and do whatever they want. We can't watch them 24/7. You know?
What time y'all lost after?
I was young.
I was 16.
I was 14. I didn't know what I was doing. This guy I was cool with. I was like, hey, I'm going to lose my virginity to you. He's like, okay. And then we just went on about our day playing, riding bikes and stuff. I don't even know how long after that we tried it. But, we didn't know what we were doing. It was just like, hey, I like you. Yeah. We've been friends for so long. I don't lose my virginity. Being so stupid.
Did y'all use a condom?
We did. And no, I don't regret it at all because I'm still friends with him to this day. So I don't regret it. But a lot of people regret who they lost their virginity to because of peer pressure. Whether it's from the boy or from the girl. I remember one time we was talking to Siobhan and Siobhan, I don't think India was there, but Siobhan was like, my titty's so little, whenever I had sex, I'm gonna keep my shirt on. Why are we talking about that? Right. None of us was having sex at the time. But all we know is we gonna leave our shirt on because we got little titties.
And after that, I was like, I should leave my shirt on too.
You remember, right? Yeah. That's how I was like, I'm leaving my shirt on. Because ain't nobody gonna be looking at my little titties. Being so damn retarded. So I think it's definitely good that the school is stepping in, and anybody they should send home letters to anybody that kid can come and get it. Then they should be able to get it, and any kid that doesn't, then they don't. But that's what Kip did. I think Naya was in 5th grade, and when they had the sex ed class, you had to have a permission slip, and I signed it for Naya to go.
They should go. You are for real. You're supposed to talk about your the difference between the boys and the girls when the kids too. Yeah, you're supposed to tell them that.
Yeah, so they can know. You teach them not to let people come in their private spaces, and you teach them that they can come to you and talk about anything. But I mean, the reality of it is we can't. And even if you can, then the child still be scared sometimes. Now I know she could talk to me about anything, but. Is she keeping stuff? Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And it is what it is.
I was talking to Kofi yesterday, and he said when his daughter she's what, 9? I think
9.
He said she's 9. So he said when she turns 16, I guess soon, he's gonna have her room in his room. You know how like you have to go through his room to get to her room. Some crazy crap like that. I'm like, what? But the son can do whatever he wants. That's crazy. Like she's gonna grow up, and he's like, well, I'll just send her over to Africa. She can do whatever she can do here. She can do it over in Africa, and she's going to not like you. She's going to grow up resenting you and not talking to you because you're doing this. Like you cannot.
And not only him, but her brother as well.
Yeah, like when you got 2 kids, especially a boy and a girl, you cannot treat them differently. And I know in the father's head that they want to treat them differently because the boy can do whatever and the girl can't, and it's just not okay.
Yeah, I think it's really crazy and stuff. But definitely talk to y'all kids and stuff. And let your kid know that it's okay to talk to their aunts, uncles, or parents' friends.
Right.
Like yesterday, when I was like, "Oh, Carmen can talk to me about some stuff," and Kiera was like, "Oh yeah, I guess, yeah." Because don't you want to find out, or do you want her to talk to her little 8-year-old friend about it? You know what I'm saying? When Carmen told Naya that she had a boyfriend, Naya told me, and then I told Kiera. It wasn't a big thing. She didn't get in trouble or anything like that, but it's some things that you just have to be in the know of.
And so last night we were playing Never Have I Ever. That's when most of the questions and the stuff came up with these kids. So one kid said, "Never have I ever cheated."
3
and they drink. Well, they drinking water and juice, but some of them drink to that. I'm like, what?
Well, like y'all teaching the kids.
No, it was. We was drinking water.
They don't even know it was a drinking game.
Yeah, we was drinking. They played it before without us, so it's like, well, hey, let's do it. But some of them drank to never cheating on the guy. Like y'all freaking like 12 and younger.
And they said, well, when you have a boyfriend and then you meet somebody else and you get another boyfriend, why are you still with that boyfriend? Right. I mean, I guess it's not a why do you know that, because when we were 12, it was different. It wasn't that much stuff on TV. We got to go outside, play in neighborhoods, and not have to worry about getting shot. Now the kids are
I don't worry about getting shot.
We wasn't.
Well, most of the kids are, in the house nowadays. They got YouTube, they got TVs, we got way more channels. I mean,
we lived in a ghetto, but we wasn't like that worried about getting shot. It wasn't like that big.
I'm fine. Yeah, you better be paying attention.
You living in the ghetto where?
We used to live on Stanton Road in Southeast. Yeah. So it used to be like drive-bys and stuff. And then like one time it was a drive-by in front of us.
Yeah, while all the kids was outside and we all ran.
Not like we really wasn't worried. It was more like fights. Like we would like fight each other.
Yeah, but you wasn't worried about people hopping out the car and running up, you know, shooting into the crowd of kids and you know stuff like that just to get.
And the drive by was actually like it was two cars chasing each other and they pulled up beside each other and was shooting each other in the car.
Yeah, it wasn't actually let's shoot at this neighborhood.
I mean, we could have definitely got shot, but it wasn't like they just driving by the neighborhood shooting.
Like, you know, they were just shooting right in front of me. It wasn't like we was in danger.
No, we were definitely in danger.
We wasn't saying that. We're saying that back then we could play outside and not worry about somebody running up and shooting into the crowd of kids.
Yeah.
Like the bullets that was going from like they're riding past, shooting at each other, chasing each other and stuff like that. Nonetheless, yes, a bullet can hit anybody, but whatever. I'm sorry we didn't live in a really ghetto neighborhood like you apparently. And I'm pretty sure your mom would be offended if you said that, but whatever. Then why you acting like you lived in together?
Motherfuckers getting popped. What are you talking about?
I mean, people get popped everywhere.
I don't know where y'all from.
We used to live in Southeast in Central. We seen some stuff. It wasn't as much as other people, but yeah.
All right. So anyway, to switch gears a little bit. So the other day I was on Facebook, right? And this girl had posted a conversation she had with this guy. She was like, hey, my wife is named Kelly, and are you sleeping with her? And this dude is like, yeah. Like, you know, nothing else. Just yeah.
It's a girl. It's two girls?
Two girls, and then a guy.
Okay.
So the girl's like, hey, are you sleeping with my wife? The guy's like, yeah. So then she's like, well, you know, asking him questions and stuff. And she's like, well, let's all meet up. And he's like, no, what you want to meet up with her? He was like, what we gonna all meet up for? He was like, you need to divorce her because she been sleeping with me. She not gonna stop sleeping with me. And you know, like he was just being blunt. He's like, no, I'm not gonna meet up with you because all y'all gonna do is stay together, and all I'm gonna do is keep on sleeping with her.
Well, maybe she wanted to meet up so they can all sleep together.
No. She just wanted to. I think she was planning on getting a divorce anyway, but I think she just wanted to meet up so that it could be like, haha, I caught you, slut, type thing. But, you know, I don't think that the girl was expecting that answer. I think she was expecting yeah, I'm sleeping with her, or I ain't gonna do it no more, or she was expecting something like that, or no, I'm not sleeping with her, we just talking. She wasn't expecting that bluntness. I could tell by the way that she was writing. And then anyway, it made me think back to when Tony Braxton had that TV show, and they was like, you remember when Mama said you never ask a man if he's cheating unless you're prepared to do something. And when you're prepared to do something, that's leave. Because if you're like, hey, are you cheating? And he's like, yeah, I'm so sorry, I won't do it again. And you stay, that opens up a door to be like, he think in his mind, and not all men, but in his mind, he's like, oh, I can cheat because she's not going to leave me. All I got to do is cry and say I'm sorry. Or not let her find out, you know, until the last minute or, you know, whatever like that. And I can still do what I want to do. So how do you guys feel about that? Like, would you confront the side person or your mate?
From experience, when I have, like, I would go through the guy's phone and then I would call the girl and then I would still stay with the guy, but then he would still cheat.
She's opening up that door.
So, I don't know, but I'm not going to say that I'm going to leave a guy for cheating on me.
Why?
Why I'm not going to leave him?
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, all guys cheat.
That's dead though. All guys don't cheat.
I don't want to leave this guy and meet a new guy and start all over and then he cheat on me.
Women can't cheat.
Women can cheat, but I don't cheat. And hopefully I'll get a man that won't cheat. I mean, well, me now, like, you can have like experiences, but it's not cheating if you tell me.
I get that.
It's not cheating if you tell me. So even if you didn't plan it, if you're going out and you did not plan it and it happens, if you come home, tell me.
I agree.
I'll take it better than me finding out,
right?
Or some bitch
because
calling
now
my phone,
some bitch is stalking you,
yeah,
because you done slept with her when all you had to do was be like, "Listen, I fucked up." I'd rather hear from you. If I hear from you, I won't leave the relationship,
right?
But if I have to find out, then I'm going to leave the relationship because I feel you're not going to keep slapping me in the face,
right?
And then thinking I'm just going to sit here like a puppy dog and And then I don't want to cheat back, and then we both just being petty, because eventually doing stuff like that, you end the relationship anyway.
Exactly, because I've been there and I've done that too. Yeah, and they cheated on me, and I went and cheated on them. But I had to search and find out when they cheated, and then I would go cheat and be like, the next day I'd be like, oh, I went and fucked this guy last night. But it was just the relationship just went all the way left, like,
because now it's like neither one of you trust each other, and that's the bulk of a relationship. But I ask Kiki all the time. I actually haven't asked her recently, so I'm not gonna say I ask her all the time. But I used to ask Kiki like every month, hey, you cheating? You fucking anybody? You booking any bitches? You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know. Like, I don't want somebody calling my phone. I go through your phone. I could be going through your phone for anything. I could be going through your phone just to get a number out of it. And then I see, you know what I'm saying? I see something. So if I'm asking you, is because I'm prepared for whatever answer you're going to give me.
If you're going through the phone to get a number, how are you going to message?
What if it's in a text message that's not saved?
Right.
I don't save a lot of people's numbers, but I still have the text thread.
Right.
So you have to go through the text to get to the number.
What did you call it? The textery?
The text thread.
Oh, thread.
Yeah. So is I don't know. I guess like some people open up that door just to fuss, like your neighbor. I'm tired of you sleeping with her and da-da-da-da-da, but you're still right there with him. And guess what he's still doing? Sleeping with somebody else. You just don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, not somebody else, the same girl. You just don't know.
I just don't think, and I could be wrong, but this is just me from my experiences. I just don't think that a man can be with one woman for the rest of his life.
I absolutely think he can.
Not for the rest of his life.
I absolutely think it can be.
I just don't believe it. I don't think that it's in y'all. No offense to y'all. Any man, I'm sorry for the listeners, the viewers, for DCQ, y'all. No offense to anybody, but I'm just saying, like, I just don't believe that one man can be with one woman for the rest of his life. Some women can't be with one man for the rest of their lives. I don't know. I just don't believe it.
I have to disagree with
it. It could be from just my experiences. I never had a guy that was faithful just to me. So maybe he's out there.
Do you feel like you the problem?
Before I felt like I was the problem because I had opened the door for them to go and get head from people, or to go when I didn't, because I didn't like sex for a long time. So I would do it, but I didn't like it. So I'll be like, if you want different experiences, you can go and you can do this with this person. But just like that one time. But not like, and then they didn't tell me. Like, it was just like they was sneaking and, it was just like way too much.
Other relationships, that's different than going out doing a wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Right.
But
if they would have fixed the problem, like, well, why don't you like this? Why is it hurting you so much? If they would have got more
in depth to what the situation
right
was.
And fix the fucking problem, then we wouldn't have had it. But they didn't care. They wanted to go out and cheat.
And then also, I think you were younger. I'm not saying that older men are any different, because they're not. Some people just not. Oh, I don't want to settle down. Oh no, I can't get close to somebody because this last relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sound stupid. After a certain age, it's time to settle down.
Wow.
Why is it time to settle down? Like, why are you going to be walking around like who's going to be there when you're old? If you're not married, if you don't have children, your parents are dead now because you're old. Your siblings got their own kids and stuff to take care of, and you're walking around here by your damn self. You can be in the group. I mean, I said a group home, an old folks home, because you have absolutely nobody. At some point, you got to start thinking about, okay, well, who can I share the rest of my life with? I got my house, I got my car, I got whatever, but I'm old and now I done fell down the steps and ain't nobody coming to check on me. So I done broke my leg and now I'm sitting here hungry to death because I can't get up.
If that's what you want, if you choose to be single for the rest of, like, if you just see yourself being single for the rest of your life, then that's fine.
But it's just, why? Like, you're forcing yourself to be alone for the rest of your life.
What's the age limit?
I don't think it's an age limit. I think that you should you should find somebody at least before you like 35-ish.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say. I think that
because
you should...
I know older people that got married when they were like 45, 50. Mm-hmm. But
I think you should start settling or finding a mate between like 33 and 45. Especially if you want to reproduce, then you got to cut it a little earlier, like maybe 32-ish to 30, 40 or something like that. 40, you know what I'm saying?
You said that's not true.
It is, because you still can't be old and try and take care of a kid. It's not the point of it. Can you make it? Yeah, you can still make the kid, but can you help
y'all
take care of the kid?
Dry the fuck up too.
Yeah, sometimes your sperm count get low. Oh, it is. Your sperm count get low.
Okay. Whatever.
And so, you know, it's like I think at some point you want to start thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Especially once you about to go through your midlife crisis and all that stuff. Is you know.
Why did that?
Because you need somebody to help you get through the damn crisis.
Gonna fall off. Like I don't understand. I don't understand that thinking. Like at a certain point, you just gonna be washed up. I'm like, why you gotta be washed up? Like you can't be cool for the rest of your life.
You can be cool for the rest of your life, but listen, some guys just can't have kids when they get older, and then when you get older, and then you find a girl, and then she. I mean, you say reproduce.
Yeah, I say if you want to reproduce, but it's not only about that. Sometimes it's really just about the relationship. Had I not had Naya, or had I gave up a Naya for adoption, I wouldn't want no more kids. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I probably wouldn't be in a rush to settle down or anything like that, because I would be like, I don't want kids. So, you know, I have a little more time, or, you know, whatever like that. Around this time is when I would be like, okay, let me start settling down, you know, stuff like that.
You know what? I don't really think about relationships until I get home and be like at night. I'll be good all during the day, and then I get home and I be like, it's time for bed. I'm like, oh shit, I'm lonely as shit.
I need somebody to hold me.
It's not really. Well, sometimes it's sad. If I'm like on a drunk night, I'll be like, oh, I'm really fucking sad. But like on a sober night, I'll be like, oh, that sucks. But now I just lay down or whatever.
All right, night.
Yeah.
How about you give the dudes in your DMs a chance?
No.
I thought about it a couple times, and then like I had the same number since 2007. So like anybody calls my phone, like my high school sweetheart called my phone. He's like, "Well, let's hang out," and I'm like, "No." So it don't have anything to do with new people or old people. I just don't want to date. I'm kind of weird because I want a man, but I don't want to date. You know, and then. Sometimes I just want a man to just like sleep with me. You know, there's a whole like app, like you can call somebody to come and cuddle with you.
App. What app is that?
I don't know. I'm figuring it out. I can get hired too because I'm a good cuddler. Like I will hold you all night.
They pay you?
Yeah. So either like you can call me and I'll come and hold you all night, or I can call somebody and they can come and hold me. Yes.
You like I'm about to get side hustle.
Like shit, go start holding bitches. No, I will hold somebody. I'm a good spooner. I'm the big spoon. But
she will hold you on that.
Yeah, and then so a couple guys in my DM, they looking like real good, right? Oh, and then I'm in this new chat on GroupMe. Shit is super lit. Okay, I be getting all kinds of pictures in my DMs, but I just don't want to.
I feel you.
It's too much trying to start over and trying to get to know people. And then on the first date, they be trying to fuck. And I'm like, no.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just don't want to.
It's not anything wrong with the girl or the guy wanting to fuck on a first date. However, you have to know what the other person's intentions are, because if the girl just want to fuck you and not talk to you no more, then, you know what I'm saying, you done fucked her and now you don't talk to her no more. And it's the same thing with the guys. The guys might just be like, oh, you know, I'm going to take her on this first date and that's it. I'm going to just fucking, you know, not talk to her no more. But, you know what I'm saying, you have to know what their intentions are. And if you're going to fuck for yourself. Don't fuck for no peer pressure. Don't fuck
I
want to
know. I want to know that the person experienced before I fuck whoever the next person is. I want to know what the experience is because I don't want to waste the fuck or a body count. And I want to make sure that it's going to be good.
Right. You might get a dog humper.
Yeah, or somebody that come fast. I done been there and I done that. No, like I want to have some real good, nasty, dirty sex, okay? And I want this shit to be like real fucking lit live all the way fucking super shit, okay?
So how would you know if you're good on that?
I need to see some videos or something.
If they got an audition.
Yeah, I gotta see some in live shit, some videos. I gotta interview some girls that you already done fucked. Like I something.
Where should they DM
you? Not yet.
I ain't ready yet. But when I'm ready, you DM me Facebook, Instagram. You can start a whole nother chat on GroupMe. Yes. They don't block you for sending naked pictures and videos and shit. You can send them all on GroupMe. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get into what we getting into today, Reese?
Stereotypes.
Oh, okay, that's what we're doing. We're gonna do stereotypes. So we need y'all opinions, Q and D. So why do some people think that light-skinned Black people look better than dark-skinned?
Slavery. They ignorant. And then we're still ignorant. But I know a lot of ugly light-skinned people.
Me too.
And I know beautiful.
They look like birds and
beautiful dark-skinned people.
Naked mole rats.
Yeah.
Them light-skinned people is not cute. Dark is beauty. You better get it together. What y'all think?
Oh, y'all don't care.
Wait, before
discriminate light skin or dark skin?
You don't. You do.
No.
You what?
I don't see shade or color.
Oh. So this guy, right? He's from Africa. I forget what part. I want to say Nigeria. He is Benita's husband's friend. But anyway, so him and his twin got this video and stuff, like they sing and stuff now. And what really bothers me is that they're from Africa, but in the video they have Korean. They have all the fucking race but Black. And on the cover of the album, it's the Korean girls. What the fuck is this? This shit pissed me off so much because they always talking about how they love Black women and this and that. But they got light skin, Spanish, white. They got all of these. No Black people. No Black people. And I watched the whole video because I was anxious. I was like, I gotta see this shit. And anytime they post any little clip, I'm about to block them. Because the shit just blows my mind. Like, how are you Black? How are you from Nigeria? And you have this is your first album, your first video, and it's getting a lot of hits with nothing of your background. Mm-hmm. I just don't get it. Like, are you ashamed? Is that?
No, that's just that industry. Did you hear the comment Lil Wayne made a couple months ago? He's like, Rajane or whatever her name is going to be his only dark skinned child. Mind you, she's the prettiest child. No offense to the other kids, but them joints funny looking, real bad funny looking, and she's the prettiest. And you said that you don't want no more dark skinned kids. Why? Why?
What is wrong with dark skin?
I don't know.
It's a stereotype.
There was a rapper named Glock 9. I don't know if you ever heard of him. But he's dark skinned as well. And he said he didn't want no dark skinned babies just like himself. I don't know if this.
I seen that clip. Yeah. He was like, he don't want no dark skinned babies. He was just saying, he sounded real ignorant.
But probably because of the experience that he went through growing up.
And I get that, but that's when you empower your dark skinned child.
That's true.
That's when you do that. Like, you're like, listen, I'm dark skinned. I made it. They say dark skinned people can't make it in the game. You know what I'm saying? They say dark skinned people can't get nobody. Like, they say this, they say that. They say dark skinned people are ignorant. They say this. No, we're going to prove them wrong starting right now. Mm-hmm. You don't have to, oh no. That's just like a fat person saying, oh, I can't have a kid because I don't want a fat kid. Keep your kid slim. Keep yourself slim. Either. I wouldn't know how to deal with a fat child either, but I know how to deal with a skinny child to make her have confidence. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that's from me or any experience I have, then I know how to make it better for that child. Like he's just like, nah, fuck that. I would never have a baby with a black person. And he didn't say that he necessarily wouldn't date a black girl, but he would not have a child with him.
Yeah, you're not gonna date him if you're not gonna have a kid.
Because he would not have a child with him.
You mean African American or?
I think any African American. I don't even think he would go with a mixed chick. But little
right,
do you
because
know,
if he's already dark, he's not going to talk to a black person.
But little do you know, like one of Kiki's aunts got with a Spanish man because she didn't want dark children. All her children are dark, just with fine hair, dark as hell. Wow. Didi and her Spanish husband that worked at Target. One of the kids dark as hell, and the other kid is light. Because one of them looked like the Spanish side and one of them looked like the black side. So it really doesn't matter if you mix it up. You're better off having no kids.
That's true.
Because now, if your mixed child come out and still be dark skinned, what the fuck are you going to teach them? What are you going to teach them if you have a second child that's light skinned? Are you going to treat that child better?
Right.
It's crazy. You should not have children. We should tag him in this, faggot. He ain't going to have children anyway because he a faggot.
Damn. Is he a faggot? For real?
He closet case. Anyway, you want me to go next? Okay. Stereotype I have. Black people can never be on time.
That's true.
It's false.
I think it's absolutely false. I am on time, especially when I'm driving myself. Now, if I'm riding with somebody, then that's different. I got to go off their time. But when I'm driving, I'm on time.
You are always on time.
I'm always on time. Because I want to leave at whatever time I want to leave. That's why sometimes, like if we here and then the guest is late, I'll be like, what the fuck, man? I got plans. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like to be on time. And if you're going to be late, just tell me. Don't just show up late.
I don't like being on time because people come late. So I'll take my time, especially with the group chat that we have. And like, whenever we doing a party or whatever kind of event, and then like Gregory would be like, well, what time is everybody leaving out? And then I'll be like, I'm gonna leave out at this time. I say that it started at 5. I'll say I'm leaving out at 6. Then somebody else be like, okay, well, when y'all get there, let me know when y'all get there. So then we all just sitting around waiting until the first person say that they're there for the rest of us to leave out. So I'll just like sit around and take my time and get dressed. But I don't know. I just don't like being on time because I don't want to be. I don't want to get tired fast. I don't want to get drunk fast. Because when other people come and they're like, let's take shots and let's do this. And I'm like, yes. But then if I'm there first and I get already drunk.
Nah. Q, you always on time?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Give me some.
No, he not. Because when we had that cookout, I was there before them and he was supposed to be the DJ. He got there late.
But again, was he driving?
Well,
or was he driving?
D is always late.
Okay.
So, which mean that Q was always late.
It's okay. We gonna do a GoFundMe for Q to get a car because
we should.
We ain't got time for D. Okay.
Listen, and then Q gonna still be late. You want to bet? We can bet. We gonna make that bet. Okay. So, do you believe that black is beauty? You know how always people always saying like black is beautiful and
magical and glittery. Absolutely, I fucking believe that.
I think so too.
Absolutely. I love like when I was younger. I used to be kind of questioning it. Like I remember, and I don't know why I remember this. You remember what was that truck that used to come around with the white people, and we used to do games and
Kids Connection. Did y'all ever have Kids Connection?
So Kids Connection was
y'all ain't living in the
hood.
It was
like a ice cream truck in a sense. Except it didn't sell food. So and it would be these white people, mixed people, and I think sometimes it was a couple of black people. But anyway, they would come to ghetto neighborhoods and.
What?
Taking samples or something? No, they wasn't. No. They would come and do. They would open up the back. Everybody would come up. They would set up cheers.
It was like a little stage inside the truck.
They would perform things. We would have games. We could win prizes. Sometimes if it's a hot day, they'll give us juice or something like that. But no, it wasn't no experiments or nothing stupid like that.
I have a question.
Hold on, wait. I wasn't finished. So anyway, my point was one day I remember I went to one of the girls. And she was one of the girls that always came. Because sometimes they would have different people. But she always came. And she was like, she was like, "Hey, what's your name?" or something like that. And then I was like, I said, it's Sharice, but you can call me whatever you want because it doesn't matter. And she was like, it does matter. I don't know why you feel this way about yourself. And, saying stuff like that. And back then, it's still, of course, it went over my head. I was just like, oh, no, it doesn't matter. I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? But what was my moral of my story? What was your question?
Black is black.
Oh, it's black beauty. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so anyway, that was my point of back then that I didn't really like myself. Not necessarily because I was black, could have been because I was a girl. I don't know what the case was. But, back then is different from this age growing up now where it's like black kids are really loving themselves. Mm-hmm. As opposed to when we were younger, it was kind of like, I don't know, we're not on TV, we're not this, we're not that. Mm-hmm. Now it's so many things.
Black people was on TV when I was on what?
You say what?
Yeah, black people was on TV?
Not a whole lot. Like, we had Family Matters, but that was when I was a little older. I'm talking about, when I was younger. I never knew Barney was black. I wish I'd have known that then. Because I used to love Barney. That a lot.
Black?
Yeah, Barney's black. I found that out a few years ago. But, stuff like it, for the most part, it wasn't a lot of black families, you know what I'm saying, on TV. Mm-hmm. And now you see just a whole lot of black people, and sometimes even when it's mixed up in all the white people, you got the black people and stuff. So it's better now for the kids to know, like, my black is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Especially because that's like a slogan now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but back then, I'm telling you, it was like, ugh, why was I born black? Why wasn't I born rich? Why wasn't I born with pretty hair? That's what it was. But now we're no, it doesn't matter. Like, kids walking around with their natural bush and not combing their hair sometimes because it's like, fuck it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? This is me.
I find that so crazy. Did you forget your question, Q?
I remember my question.
Oh.
So y'all was talking about the ghetto, right? Mm-hmm. What's the difference between the ghetto and the hood?
They're both neighborhoods.
I think the hood is more like rough and killing and robbing and all of that. I think the ghetto is just like no grass. It's a lot of dirt. It's low income. It's people's houses dirty. All according to income. Kids run around with the uniform still on. After school, on weekends.
You can't do that in the hood.
Yeah, that's why I said I think both of them are just neighborhoods. They're just short for neighborhoods. They're short for everything that you name.
But
poverty,
like Boys from the Hood, and what's the other movie?
But they were in the same. Those was low income houses. It's different. It's everywhere. It's different. California ghettos is like individual houses with yards, as opposed to DC's, because we're in the city. We got these compact houses with no yards.
So, do you think that Boys from the Hood and Friday is two different hoods?
Yes.
So, is Boys from the Hood is a hood and Friday is the ghetto?
No, they're the same. Because, see, Friday, didn't they still have, when they was at work, they was getting chased and beat up. They had the gay guy from jail trying to take their booties. You got thought mamas trying to get the young kids water and gas. I don't know. I only watched Fridays once, and I didn't really pay attention. I didn't see it. And I ain't seen all the Fridays. I haven't seen them. But you get it.
It's more killing in Boys from the Hood than Friday. So Boys from the Hood is more hood, and Friday is more ghetto.
Okay? I see your.
I think
point.
It's a difference.
I see your point, definitely. I just think they're more or less the same.
Okay, what do y'all think?
I think they're the hood.
Both from the hood.
I think it's the same thing.
Same thing.
It's just a different day. Like, growing up how I think we all grew up, it's like, it's not always bad, but it's like how Friday was, is like a more real life day, because you laughing and joking and you happy in general, but that same night, it might be a shootout. That's how my experience growing up. Or you might fight somebody, and somebody might be shooting, and somebody might jump in somebody's house. It's a lot of random stuff happening. Well, they all were like that, but Friday is more like, because you're not just down and depressed all day. You know, a lot of people feel like just because you know, might not be wealthy, you just sad all day. Now we still chilling, laughing, making fun, and chasing girls and all that. But it's just, you might get popping a little later. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but you know the meaning of ghetto is hood, like neighborhood. Oh, ghetto means neighborhood. That's why sometimes when we be looking at each other, like, oh, you ghetto. Am I neighborhood? Because that's really what it means. But we took it and, you know, we threw our black slang on it and turned it into something else. Which is fine. I like our black slang.
So, it's your...
It is my go. Okay. Why are black people so loud?
So loud? Mm-hmm. You know what? I don't know, because like I be loud all the time. Well, sometimes I don't know. I'm weird. Sometimes I'm like really, really quiet and won't say shit, and then the other time I'm like real loud. And then like somebody would think I'm yelling at them, and I'm like, no, I'm not yelling, or I'm not mad. I'm just talking loud.
Talking loud is yelling.
No, it's not, because a yell is like
aggressive.
I'm like mad and I'm yelling at you. But if I'm like talking, especially on a cell phone, it always sounds louder. Mm. It make it come off a little aggressive. But I don't be yelling. I'm just talking loud.
I don't know. I have to agree with you. Sometimes I definitely talk loud, but I know when to talk low. Like
I don't know how to talk like super low.
I know how to talk super low. I had to learn, because I like, you know, if I'm talking on the phone around a group of people, I don't like everybody to hear my conversation. So I'm speaking very low. But if I'm, you know, I don't know, doing, especially if I'm having fun or, you know, something.
If like I'm hyped or something like just super loud,
get pretty loud, but not aggressive. And I'm not talking about like when I'm aggressive. When I'm aggressive, of course, I'm loud as fuck. Mm-hmm. But like I can be excited and get loud. Mm-hmm. You know, like sometimes I start when I be watching the podcasts and stuff. I be like, damn, I got real loud because I got excited and I just got loud. So
it's been a few times when I was talking to D. I don't know if you remember. You be like, oh, you so loud. And I didn't know. But it'll be like in a crowd of people, but I will be talking, not knowing that I'm like super fucking loud. Mm-hmm. And somebody got to tell me, because I was just like, I was just hyped at the moment, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know either.
So what do y'all think about that, though? Are black people always loud?
Shanita
is way fucking loud.
I mean, it's of course it's going to be examples, but I don't think I don't really believe in stereotypes because I know, you know, once you get to know people, then they're different.
Stereotypes irritate me though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's something that like they have some slight basis, but it's like it's you can't say everybody. That's the thing. I don't like saying everybody. I like to try to get to know people.
Okay, so why is natural hair a political statement? Like, just because, like, I remember when I was doing natural. I'm not natural at the moment, but when I was natural, oh, you so natural, and then like, and I can't stand when a white person trying to touch my head.
That really happened.
Hell yeah! Get the fuck. Don't. First of all, I don't like when nobody touch my head, unless it's my man while we fucking. Don't touch my head, unless you like doing my head because you like diet and shit. But I don't like that shit. Like, stop it. And just because I'm natural don't mean that I'm just I mean, I'm definitely pro-black, but that doesn't mean that just because I'm natural, like I just don't want to put chemicals in my hair.
Mm-hmm. Everybody like, what statement are you trying to make?
Nothing.
I'm trying to not go.
I want to grow my hair.
$300 at the fucking hair salon. Like, what do you mean?
I don't want to put a perm in.
I don't want to get a Dominican blowout because like, that shit is gonna mess up the texture of my hair when it's growing in. Like, exactly. What do you mean?
The only thing that don't mess up the texture of the hair is like when you bleach it and put a color in it. That doesn't mess up my texture, but anything else messes up the texture of my hair. Which is why I'm not natural right now, because I done fucked it up. But I'm gonna go back to natural. And it's not for no damn statement. It's because I want my hair to grow out and be thick and long and curly.
I don't know, especially like if you if you're talking to somebody and then they're like, "Why are you being so aggressive?" And they be darting from your bush to your face. What? Is my hair talking on me?
Mm-hmm. Can I just touch it? Oh, you have really nice hair.
When I was in, what was they at? Poconos or Williamsburg, and she was like, the white people trying to touch her hair. I gave her all types of permissions to slap everybody's hand away. Don't touch my baby locks.
Man, why I used to work at Potbelly, they used to reach over the counter. And I ain't know what, I'm thinking maybe they reaching for a cup. They're reaching to touch my hair. What are you doing? I could break your fucking finger right now. Like, move.
I think that should be civil
behavior.
I think so too. They should get arrested for that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that when that Korean lady called the police because the black man was smoking?
Yeah.
Shit crazy. Crazy.
I mean, I get that if you're not supposed to smoke there, then don't smoke there. But I also get, let me walk the fuck away so I won't catch cancer and die. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's different ways that you could go about that. Like, even if it says no smoking for 25 feet, just move. Move over a little bit. Take your kid and move over a little bit. It's no smoking at the bus stops, but whenever I'm walking past or if I'm at the bus stop, I don't say shit, you know what I'm saying? I roll my eyes, or sometimes I'll do like this so they can get the hint. But I'm not gonna call the police so they can get a ticket.
Right.
Like, people don't believe in de-escalating.
Yeah. I'm not gonna put myself in any kind of altercation that can be easily avoided. I'm not about to give you all my energy.
Mm-hmm.
And my kid, because now my kid is right here. They hearing me fuss. They hearing you fuss. Then the police are coming, so it's like lights and cameras. I mean, not cameras. Lights and the little walkie-talkies going off. The police saying stuff like it's way uncalled for to put a child in that kind of situation. And you never know if a person is crazy. They could beat you up before the police get there. Mm-hmm. And roll your baby down the street just to be petty. Because that's some shit I would do.
I would have pushed that damn stroller.
I would move your baby all the way down the street.
Just keep it.
Because why aren't you minding your business? Or say it nicely. Hey, can you not smoke right here? My baby right here. And I really don't have anywhere else to stand. Please.
It's a whole fucking sidewalk. Bitch, move. When I'm sitting somewhere and somebody smoke, I get mad. I blow my breath. I might say something. But I'm getting up and I'm walking. I'm like, right. You could have went over there to smoke.
Right.
And sometimes they'll be like, oh, sorry. But they'll still smoke right there. Oh, and guess what I got to do? I got to move if I don't want to
move my monkey ass if I don't want to.
Because I can't make them move. Am I going to fight them for smoking right there?
Right. Am I going to push them?
I thought about it.
They're going to get a ticket for smoking there and I'm going to go to jail for assault.
Yeah. Like, I'm not about to do that. But I'm going to talk shit. And if you're going to talk shit, then we're going to talk shit together. And then if we're going to do something, then we're going to do something.
Where we both either go to jail or we both walk away. Point blank period.
Right.
I know. But anyway, back to the question. Q, has anybody ever tried to touch your waves?
I would probably try to touch them if I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
I would say it. I would be like, you have really, nice hair.
So I know. Like me, guys, they be like, dang, how you get your waves like that? Not no gay stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you like guys touch your hair?
Nah.
He ain't say nobody touch his hair.
You just said.
He said guys'
when guys are patting your hair.
They don't pat. They just.
They wave it. They wave them waves.
They be giving comments like that.
Guys run their fingers through your
No,
head.
they don't rub. They just.
He's so extra.
Yes.
So extra.
When did you let some guys? When's the last time this happened?
I ain't be no random guy. It be family and stuff type stuff.
So, you been molested?
Never.
Oh, Lordy Jesus.
So it's okay, y'all. He ain't gonna do.
So what about the ladies, Q? Because you've been acting a little different lately. I know you've been having a lot of waves up in them waves.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean I'm acting differently?
Been getting a whole lot of cutty or something.
You getting cutty like this? You getting some more cutty?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, please the fifth. Yeah, all right. We talk about that.
When the last time you got some cutty, sir?
Last night.
No, it was like 3 weeks ago.
You was a lie.
I'm not.
Nah, because you be all glistening and shit over there.
What do you mean? It don't got nothing about a woman don't make me do this. It's myself.
Oh. Okay. It's the glow up.
Yes, okay. I feel you.
Okay, all right. So my next one for stereotypes is, why is HIV connected to black people. Like, you know, ignorant white people be like, oh, black people have HIV. What? First of all,
they connected to Africa.
No, first of all, they as in white people tried to kill off the black race with HIV while they were still raping black people, and then they spreaded it to themselves too. But it's not like it came from Africa. It was like, oh shit, HIV is the African disease. They bring it over here to America. No. This was a man-made disease that happened to get spreaded the wrong way because they were trying to kill off African Americans.
For a long time, though, I just thought that it came from Africa.
Because that's what we were told. That's what we were told.
That shit crazy.
You go to Africa, you're going to get HIV. You go to this place, you're going to get this. What? You can go anywhere and get sick and die. But if it's people are living there, then whatever, you know, they claim that you can go there and get is obviously a little livable. And when I say that, it's kind of skipping the subject a little bit because, like, people are like, oh, you can't go to Mexico because they got bad mosquitoes that'll get you sick. What? It's motherfuckers living there. That place is not extinct. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't go this place because this animal is gonna do blah, blah, blah.
Don't go swim with the dolphins because they're gonna rape you.
Why is people still there and doing this stuff?
That's true, though. They really do.
They do. Dolphins are crazy. I would never. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, you just gotta do just a small bit of research on different things. Like, no, all black people don't have HIV. Stupids. The hell. No, all gay people don't have it. No, it's not stemming from gay people. It's not stemming from women. No. A lot of people have HIV or STDs because they simply don't go get checked. Point blank.
It's not mainly gay people? Men?
No. It's people. It's people, not necessarily just gay men. Because a lot of women have it. And actually, a recent study showed that more women have it than men. In 2018, more women have it than men. But the thing is, it could be because this man is fucking another man, or it could be this man is fucking another woman.
I seen this story.
Just that if you're gonna be fucking multiple people, just go get checked.
I seen a story where this girl, she went on vacation like some island, and then she met this guy, and it was like fucking the whole time. And so when she was leaving, he gave her a letter. He said to open it till she got on the plane. But when she got on the plane and she finally opened it, he was like, welcome to the world of HIV or some shit like that. Was crazy. Like, first of all, why are you going over to some fucking island and not using nothing with some random ass person that you just met? I would have fucking went crazy. Like, I would have got off that. I don't even know what the fuck I would have did. But I'm not gonna put myself in that position. But like, I know a lot of people who fuck like randomly and then don't use shit.
Hold on. So, you use condoms when you giving guys head?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't suck dick often. So when I did, no, I didn't.
So did you get tested before?
Well, I sucked 3 people's dicks, and 2 of them was my boyfriend, and the other one wasn't. But I always get tested like every 6 months.
What's wrong with them? Did you did you ask them, did they get tested before you did?
No, I did not.
So you took a risk.
But we were together. I took a risk, but we were together, and we was already fucking without a condom. So I already got tested because I always go and get tested like every 6 months.
We're talking
regardless
about
of whatever.
You talking about the guy?
Yeah, but see, the thing
I don't know.
Is, I think we need to teach the younger
That's how
people
HIV
and stuff, just in general. I guess people in general, because a lot of people don't know a lot about sex ed. But you should not go with the person to get checked, but you can easily pull out paperwork saying, hey, is this the last time I got checked? You know what I'm saying? Or you can just simply tell people, hey, hey, I know we just started talking or whatever, but if this gets serious, I need you to go get tested and bring me back some results. And if the person get offended, then they get offended. Don't talk to them because I feel like they hiding something. Right. But if, you know what I'm saying? If somebody asks me, can I go get tested and let them see my results? Okay. I'll bring you back my whole history. You know why? Because I go get tested often.
That's true. Like, I haven't even been having sex, but I have a doctor's appointment coming up in the next couple of weeks to get tested again. For a physical anyway, but I'm going to get tested again. Even though I'm not having sex, just because, and my doctor told me I have anxiety about that because I always get tested. But
and it's not just about protecting yourself; it's about protecting people, just people in general. The stuff, like when I was telling you that in PG, the stuff, everything went up by more than 25%. Is because we're not getting tested. Not because we're dirty and fucking multiple people. You can fuck one person. I was watching, it was a Lifetime movie a couple years ago. It was a lot of years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And it was about these high school people, and they were all kind of having sex with each other, and the whole school ended up getting syphilis.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You seen that? Mm-hmm. And the whole school ended up getting syphilis. So, like, everybody, except, like, a little bit of people that didn't get it, but only, like, everybody had to go and get a shot for syphilis. Mm-hmm. Like, they had to bring a whole team of doctors into the school. And one of the girls, she didn't have sex with any of them, but she sucked one of the guys' dick. And she got it.
If you suck a guy's dick and he don't come, can you still catch something if they got it?
Yes. Because it's fluids. It's bodily fluids. Pre-cum is real.
You can get, guys can get syphilis in their mouth.
Yes. According to that movie.
But was it true though?
I think so. I think so.
So, but you can get any kind of disease in the mouth if you suck dick?
I don't think so.
Just syphilis.
I thought you get herpes.
And possibly, herpes. Herpes, and then possibly chlamydia.
Wow.
I'm not sure about the chlamydia.
If they don't come.
Any raw.
So if they do come and then you swallow it, do you get it in your whole body?
No, but you could probably have to get your throat, and even if it's not we are gonna have to look it up. But right. I think even if it's not, like, say if it's chlamydia, right, and you swallow the stuff, even if you don't get chlamydia in your if you don't get chlamydia in your throat, I think you get some kind of infection.
Okay,
so you still have to take some kind of antibiotics.
But you probably die if your throat clogs up. You can't breathe.
But so I eat pussy raw.
You eat what?
Pussy raw.
Oh.
You always have raw sex.
I am.
Like shit.
I'm always having raw sex.
Do y'all get tested?
I ate pussy too. Can I catch something?
I tested. I got tested a lot since I've been having sex with Kiki. I think Kiki only got tested once. But I get tested for personal reasons. I think I just like to make sure that I'm okay. Right. I know I'm not having sex with anybody else, but I want to make sure that I'm good. But when I was having sex with other people, I would go. Like, I would have sex with somebody, and then like that same week, I would be in the doctor's office doing a walk-in.
If it was a new person, I would definitely get.
And I'm especially paranoid and stuff about that because I have what's those things I get? Cold sores. I get cold sores. I've been going cold sores since I was a baby, so I like to make sure that in case I get a cold sore, I'm not trying to kill you thinking that you gave me herpes when I only have a cold sore. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I go get it, because I'm paranoid. But, other people just be like, nah, it's okay. But you can hold stuff. I was watching another movie. It was a movie where, what's that girl name that played in Scandal? The woman, the black woman.
I don't know her name.
Viola Davis.
Who?
Viola Davis. Is that how they get with murder?
No.
Kerry Watson?
Curry. She was played in a movie a few years ago. A lot of years ago. And anyway, her and her husband from college, they got married and all that stuff. And she couldn't have kids. And they was wondering why and stuff. So then she finally broke down and told him, like, she was like, I don't know if in high school or something, or it was a freshman in college or something, she had sex with this guy. They didn't have sex again. She wasn't talking to nobody else. Didn't fuck nobody else and stuff. I think she said 8 months or a year later or something like that, she had these real bad pains in her stomach. And she went to the doctor and they're like, oh, you have chlamydia. And it probably was more than a year or something like that. I can't really remember the movie. And I know it was a long time after the incident. And she went to the doctor. They're like, oh, you have chlamydia and you've had it too long and it's messed up your whatever. And then she couldn't have kids.
Oh my goodness.
That's a different movie. That wasn't a movie with Curry. But it was one of them movies. It was a long time ago. But anyway, and she couldn't have kids no more because she didn't know that she had it all that time. So that's why I like to go get checked out, because stuff shows up years later, especially stuff like HIV, herpes. That shit shows up years later. So you can have sex with somebody for the first time and then you have an outbreak and you think you got it from that person. You cursing them out. That person goes to the doctor and like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Like, nah, there's some shit you had before me. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to be careful regardless, you know, and don't be afraid to go get tested. Don't be afraid to ask somebody else, hey, can you go get tested before we have sex? Can you show me your results? And if they don't want to do it, then don't do them. You don't want to have sex with me that bad.
But nobody's going to go and get tested before they have sex. Because if you having sex with somebody, it's like randomly. No, I mean not like a random person off the street, but if you like.
But you can tell somebody when you first meet them, when y'all getting to know each other, talking on the phone on the first date. Listen, you know, I don't know how far this is going to go, but I'm going to tell you now before we have sex, I need you to get checked and I need to see your results. The quicker you do that, the quicker you might get some coochie. And if you don't respect it, then you don't respect it. Everybody's not going to respect it.
The guy that I hit up the other day and said I was trying to fuck, a few months ago, he texted me his test results. He was like, I'm ready whenever you are.
Simple as that.
Like, fuck no. I'm not. If you're like out, if
you get it tested 6 months ago, and I'm like, well, how many people have you had sex with in the past 6 months? And you say 4, you need to get tested again. Because
but if you're fucking 4 people, you should get tested like every 3 months instead of 6 months. But if you fucking one person, you should do every 6 months, or no people whenever you want.
Yeah, if you fucking one person, unless I don't think I don't care. I think I wouldn't care. I need like you to go. I don't care if you went 3 months ago. I need you to go again, because you could be lying telling me that you didn't have sex with anybody and you did.
And then like it's still tricky too, because it's a lot of stuff online that like people can make up results. Right. So I know a lot of sneaky people. I ain't cool with them no more because they fucking sneaky little conniving ass stinky bitches. But I know them joints.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, go ahead.
So do you think that a rich black person and a poor black person can have the same story?
Yes.
As far as growing up, the same experiences, and you know, like the poor black person will be living in the ghetto or the hood. The rich black person will be living up in Upper Marlboro or somewhere. I mean, I don't know. But can they have the same story?
Absolutely. But they both can have a pedophile in the house. They both can get hit by a car. They both can have educational or lack educational resources. Because, you know, in the ghetto, they'll be quick to put you in special ed. And you're like, okay, well, this is that. But, and, you know, in some of the upper school, I mean, in some of the more counties that has more money, they won't put you in special ed. So it's like, okay, I need help because I'm falling behind and they're not trying to help you. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I think they can absolutely have this. They can have a parent that's always at work. Just because you live in the ghetto doesn't mean your parents don't work. My parents are always at work, so I don't get to spend time with them. Both people can do it.
So do y'all think that rich black people can be ungrateful? Like they can. How the poor black person, like, we can't afford to get this and that, but you can get this. You can get the Xbox and the Jordans and all of this, and we got to get Payless shoes, but you complain.
I think a lot of
about anything. Like it's just a lot of well-off people that just find any old reason to still complain about what they don't have, or try to downplay what they have. Like, we have this big old house, but I'm just so I don't get
I'm
this.
So lonely.
Like it just blows my mind. I mean, you can have material things and still, like, us growing up poor, we didn't get always everything that we wanted.
So when we got stuff, we were grateful.
Exactly. For them, they get everything. If my mama
bought us a car or bought me a Honda, I would be like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much." But if you're well off and you get a Honda, it's like, what the fuck? I wanted a BMW. Why the hell you got me this Honda? So that's what you mean by being ungrateful, right? So yeah, I think a lot of people can be ungrateful, and I think a lot of richer white black people look down on the poor people because it's like, oh, I was in, especially if they came from a poor neighborhood. Oh, I was just like that. I got myself out. I ain't getting no help. And I was poor the whole time. That could have very well been that you were poor the whole time, but you could have known that one person that helped you and got you to where you needed to be. Right. And then whereas to some of us, we still don't have a lot of support or don't know the connections to get us where we need to be.
And so that's why I don't know if we can have the same story, because the richer black person would look down on the poor person. So how would they have the same
because
story?
They say that they started from being poor. Those ones saying that they started from being poor, but I still think that they can have the same story. Especially from like the things I named. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
Okay, so why do you think that in the black race is a lot of single moms?
I mean, it's not why we think we know why. It's the systematic destruction of the black family. It's been planned and executed for generations. That's why men are incarcerated at a higher rate.
And for the men that's not, there's a lot of men that's out.
I think
if chances, when you don't grow up in a home and you see these things around you, you're more prevalent to come to your circumstances. So if it's a systematic removal of the black male from the home, promoting culture that downs the women, and then you're incarcerating them at a much higher rate, you're policed at a much higher rate, you're killed at a much higher rate for the more single families.
I think that's a bit of an excuse.
Not an excuse, it's the truth. I mean,
and I don't think all of it is an excuse of what you said. Yeah, but like,
you are definitely policed at a higher rate. You're killed at a higher rate. If these men are dying, then it's going to be more single families. If you grow up in a single parent family, right? So you're growing up like this, you're seeing this all around you, plus it's people trying to take you out the house. Like, it's not an excuse, but it's the reality of being a black man in America. It's not saying that there are all single family parents, or every time there's a single parent family, it's because of someone else. But the reason there's more is because we have more obstacles together.
Again, I think it's an excuse simply because if I was a guy, and granted I'm not, so I don't know what goes through guys' heads, but if I'm a guy and I grow up without my father and I have a child, instead of being like, oh, it's okay because the woman's going to do it, I'm going to take that other path. Man, I talked about that a couple podcasts ago, where I'm like, you either take the left path or the right path. Mm-hmm. And you should take the path that is like, oh, I'm going to make sure that I'm here for my child. I'm going to try to make sure that I'm not selling drugs so I don't get arrested. I'm going to try to make sure that if I do get pulled over, that I'm not talking shit so they won't find a reason to be like, get your black ass in the car. Right, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. And then when they're getting killed and stuff, that's also a little bit different, because it's like, I'm getting killed, but it's also like, let's try to keep. You're absolutely right. I think right. I didn't say that.
It's how. So all I'm saying is, it's all, just because it's a single parent family, it's not always the person's choice not to be there.
You're right. But also, it's not, all of them aren't dead. All of them aren't locked up. Some of them are just not there. Right. But their excuse is, oh, it doesn't matter because the mother is there, so the child won't get taken care of. No, you're taking the wrong path. You're taking the exact path that your father took. Right. When you should take the right path that he did not take. Right. So it's an excuse to me.
No, it's not an excuse. You ask what the reason why. That reason why is.
Okay, so let's leave out the ones that's in jail. Let's leave out the ones that's
But you can't leave out. You can't leave out such a high percentage of the population.
I think I don't know if that one is high. It may be 50-50 because I know a lot of people, a lot of fathers that's not locked up or dead. Right. That's not in a child's life.
But again, my point is, just men not taking care of their kids, that's not a black issue. Okay. Right. That's a human issue. Yeah. But the reason there are more black families is because we have that added pressure of everything else. So it makes the number greater. So white guys, Asian guys.
We talking about black people though.
No, let me finish. Every type of person goes through the same, I might not take care of this child. That's just a man-woman thing. But the reason it's a higher percentage in the black community because we face additional stresses on the black family.
Mm-hmm. But I think that, again, is an excuse because you can take that, this is what they don't want, and then turn it into something positive and give them exactly what they don't want. Like, for instance, like I was saying, I used to use the excuse that, a lot of, and it's not a lot, so I'll say 50% of black women are on some kind of housing thing, right? Mm-hmm. And you can't let the man live with you. But that's also why the man should be like, all right, let me stack up this money so we can get out of here so we don't have to sneak me in here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Let me work here, sneak and live here because a lot of them sneak the man in anyway. But why? Listen, I'm going to stack up my check. We're going to save up this money so we can get out of here. That way we can have a house with our name on it or another apartment with our name on it. And we won't have to worry about when it's inspection or a year you guys sneak all your shit out and stuff like that.
Use the system to your advantage. Use the system until you need it.
Listen, but we're talking about two different things.
Yeah.
You're talking about how it should be, and I agree with you. That's how it should be. But the reality is, if you never seen, I know people who don't know anybody who owns a home. I know people who don't know anybody who has a job. You know what I'm saying? If you've never seen somebody do this,
I don't want to be like them, so I'm going to do something different.
But if you're told your whole life you can't do this, and you've never seen anybody do it, and you see, I understand your point, but you can't say, because I agree with you, that's how it's supposed to be. And that's how I wish people would be. But the reality is when all these things come against you, it's not just, it's not an excuse. It's reality. Like I always try to deal with the reality of what's going on. Yes, things could be different. Yes, things should be better. But the reality is, when you have all these things going against you, everybody is not going to do the right thing. And that's why it's a greater number. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's not an excuse. These things really do exist.
I agree with both of y'all.
Well, I think we're talking about two different things. Because I agree with you. Because I agree with you that people should do this. They should try to be in the house with their kids.
But they use the excuse.
But it's
I can't do it.
It's not an excuse when you apply to 50 jobs or you try to go down the street.
Apply to 51.
And people are harassing you. See, this is what I'm saying. You have not lived what you're trying to do the right thing. But I have to live for today. If I can't eat today, what am I going to do? I have to be able, if I don't get the job today, right? What am I to do today to feed my child? Because I don't have the job. I applied to every job I could today, but I didn't get the job.
Go in the state plan still.
So
we watched Pursuit of Happiness. That was the true story. He kept trying.
But this is what I'm saying. You keep trying. You keep trying and you keep trying, but you never get the job. What do you do to feed the child?
At what point are you going to give up? Because, my kid couldn't eat last night, so now I have to give up on finding a job and I'm going to go ahead and sell some drugs.
But
I'm confused.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, so what do you do? What do you do?
You keep trying.
You keep trying, and then you got to go and go to this Safeway and stock up some stuff in this book bag.
Your child can't eat effort.
Okay, then you go steal. It's free programs where your kid can eat, especially nowadays. They feed kids all summer long, breakfast, snack, and lunch. All you gotta do is go pick it up.
All I'm saying is, it's not as simple as just because you try to do it's going to happen. It's obstacles that we do face. It's not imaginary or made up. These things are real. Like it's been too many times when I've not been doing anything wrong and I've been harassed. Like, it's been way too many times, and like everybody, you really don't understand.
But we don't understand fully.
But women get harassed too, and we get arrested too. We get all this stuff too. But we don't.
Men have it worse.
Absolutely, I agree. Actually, no, I don't agree. I think we equally as Black people have it bad. But the thing is, if everybody decides to give up or take the left path because the right path is taking too long, then we're always going to be shitty.
Look who you're talking to. I'm not a person who's giving up, but I understand the reality of the pressure that people face. Mm-hmm. Like, I understand you got to keep going. That's what I'm saying. I agree what you're supposed to do. I should be a living proof of what you can do. I understand your point. But I'm saying the reality is everybody ain't going to make it through. And it's hard. Like how you're saying is like, oh, you just tried. Like, it's been plenty of times when I probably shouldn't have made it home at night. Like, it's not that easy. That's all I'm saying.
Well, thank you for not giving up, because that shows that the shit can get done. Mm-hmm. I made it home.
It's hard for some.
It's hard for everybody to relate with each other, because he would never understand what a woman goes through. I would never understand what a man goes through. Mm-hmm. We would never understand white people would never understand what we go through as Black people. So it's like we'll never fully understand each other. We'll get where we're coming from, but we'll never fully understand.
Right. Because we will never experience it.
Right.
Yes. Well, I'm done with all my questions and everything, y'all. So this was fun. So we're checking out Soft30.
Peace, love, and positivity, y'all.
Always. Support and tuning in. We want to make sure that you're following us on all our social medias. Hit the red subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell.
Thanks for the support.